She doesn't punch you with her fists, but she punches you with her direct emotions and thoughts. Hello friends, this is Cold Run. Welcome back to a blind playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, where last time we started Chapter 2, went into Kalm here, and yeah, we're going to continue on. Let me see the story, getting used to the buttons. Day with Aerith, meet Aerith at the clock tower, right. Looking at my cell, I have 5 cushions. Allows you to use broken down rest stops. I don't know what that means. I'm certainly not going to sell them because that sounds great, but how many rest stops are broken down? The place is so lively. Chocobo ice cream. I'm guessing that's like Spider-Man ice cream where it doesn't actually taste like Spider-Man. Like, because at first I was thinking, like, is it Chocobo flavored ice cream? But I don't think they do that. I think that would be gross. I think it's probably just like, yeah, novelty ice cream in the shape of a Chocobo.
Cloud, over here.
Hey, Aerith.
Let's get started then, shall we?
Look, my allegiances tend to lie with Tifa. My love and loyalty tends to lie with Tifa. But it's not out of any... I'm a fan of women who can punch me, like, really hard. Who don't... They wouldn't punch me necessarily, but they could. And so, like, you know, it's just a vibe thing. And... Or they could punch on my behalf. And I appreciate Aerith as well. Aerith is... Look at her. She's fantastic. She's...
I think Midgar's this away.
Should be, yeah.
How could anyone dislike Aerith?
Funny, isn't it? How small it looks?
Is that really it? I guess it is.
It is far away.
So, did something happen between you and Tifa?
Hmm?
Don't look so shocked. We're roommates, you know.
Does he remember
Did she
even?
say something?
Not about you two, no. Still, I can tell. I would have given anything to have a friend when I was growing up.
She just grew up in a
Don't take it
lab,
for
right?
granted.
Up until a certain point. I don't remember how old she was when she got out. I think they said in the prior game. It's been a while and I have a bad memory. Calm no longer. Uppo.
Go! A-Team, B-Team, you know the drill. Fly these terrorists!
I was about to say something about make a Minneapolis thing, but I'm not going to do it.
Gotta be.
All right, fugitives. Before we go forward, how do I change my weapon upgrades to auto upgrade settings? Because I think a suggestion that I heard. Well, not a suggestion. Just I asked last video what people do in terms of, do you do it auto? Do you do it manually? I think something that my friend Hatstand said that I'm gonna do myself, because it sounds pretty good, is to auto upgrade the weapons and do the stat things manually. The what are they called? The manuals? No, the manual is an actual manual. The book things. Where are the book things? Oh god, I learned this all last time, but that was like days ago. Actually, it was probably about over a week ago. I don't remember. I'm not going to worry about it too much for now. I'm sure I'll see it in the near future, sooner rather than later. Go. Follow down the fire pole. I wonder if that's just a US thing, how firehouses work. Probably. Like with the pole you slide down.
Just what do you think you're echo? Move along! Ah, there you are.
Broden. Who are you again?
There isn't much time. We need to get
You're
back
the
to
innkeeper, right?
But
Don't worry about your friends. They're safe. Trust me. No violence, please. This town suffered enough.
And it would come back on them. Like, you'd beat these soldiers and then they'd probably nuke the town or something. It's a fair concern.
Follow me.
And not inconspicuous, but, you know, it's hard to be inconspicuous when you have a sword this large. There's nowhere to hide it. You can't put it in a sheath.
We know we'll take the back road.
Hey, you! Seen anyone acting suspicious?
no, I haven't.
I'm gonna try to not push the action. I will actually try to follow him instead of, like, running up to the trooper.
I heard about the reactor bombings in Midgard. That was you, wasn't it?
It was.
It's okay. I'm on your side. Got a contact at HQ.
Giant Moogle, giant stuffed Moogle.
Not exactly.
Is he with the, not the Returners, that's Final Fantasy VI. He's with,
Keep the troopers occupied. While we're
with
talking,
Ketchi guy. That's my guess. All right, what do you want me to do? Go up and over. I like the jumping animation, the climbing animation there.
We're searching for some fugitives.
Have you seen anyone suspicious?
Now that you mention it, I think I might have.
Pigeons.
Or perhaps it was just my imagination. Or was it?
Oh, for the love of... Get out of here!
Wait. I know I saw some people who had a fugitive air about them.
They smelled fugitive-y.
Only I could remember their faces.
Annoy someone else and stop wasting our time.
I wonder if you stay around, like, for a while, if he just keeps coming up with new stuff to say. I kind of doubt it. Because he already has kind of stopped. Look at this. Look at this overview of the town. This is great. Just, Kalm is rendered in such depth. I know that's probably standard open world video game, or just standard video game stuff at this point.
We'll search harder. We gotta find them.
But I'm someone very easily impressed by graphics. Like, I don't need good graphics. Kind of any graphics are, for the most part, going to impress me if they're flowery, creative, or anything like that. Like, I love the graphics in Dark Souls 3 and Sekiro, and I know people who were like, oh, these graphics are weak. These are so last generation. It's the benefit of
Stay on your toes.
often playing MMOs that are like a very old generation is, again, everything feels fresh and new to me. Visually, at least. Thank you, Broden.
Where are they?
Down below, waiting for you.
I hope you're not going to betray me, but I don't
In the
think you will.
basement, We'll take you outside of town. Leave now, and they won't catch you. Head to the east. A friend of mine runs a farm out there. He'd be happy to help you.
Again, one of the
Also,
benefits of the poor memory is I don't remember where this actually goes
Take
to.
this.
The
It's a
tombstone?
transmuter. Converts raw materials into more practical items. A Republic antique.
You get
It still
crafting.
works.
Was this in
more
7
use of it
Rebirth
than
or in
me.
Remake? 10 sprigs of stage 3. What is that? Manifestations of the painting's blessing?
Why are you doing this? Could have just turned us in.
He's on our side morally.
Yeah, I could have. But this town and I have a history with Shinra. Who knows? Maybe this will turn out to be the worst decision I've ever made. So before I change my mind, you better get going.
It's so tough. It's admirable as hell, because like, even if you have a bad history with Shinra, there's always the chance that if you turn us in, maybe you get favors for the town or extra food or just get to be left alone. And so it's, even if there's a good chance they were to betray you, there's a real risk there, and there's courage there. From the item transmuter screen in the main menu, you can convert raw materials into practical items such as consumables, equipment, accessories, and more. Oh gosh. To expand your transmutation options, collect transmuter chips throughout the world, or improve your craftsmanship. Yeah, let's see a tutorial here. And again, as Hatstan pointed out, I will read the tutorials. I will not understand them. I often am someone who needs to read the tutorials and then try it out and then go back and say, wait, what was going on? And then the tutorial actually said it, but it didn't click because I didn't have the context of trying it. Reading is helpful for me, but it's not, what's the term? It's often necessary, but not sufficient. All right, you can now transmute items and armor. Item transmuter menu. Good, so it tells you, because I was afraid I was just gonna have to like try to mix random stuff, like mix a sage with like an antidote and create like a mithril helmet as a result, and that was the only way I could figure it out. I'm glad they actually tell you what you need. Increasing your craftsmanship and acquiring transmuter chips will expand the range of items you can create. So craftsmanship is a skill. So you need to, so like, even if I had all the chips in the world, if I hadn't crafted enough things to raise my craftsmanship level, I wouldn't be able to craft certain things. Gotcha. These are the materials and necessary amounts for the selected item. You can see the requirements for transmuting a potion. Is there going to be something that tells me what things drop, like Sage or Planet's Blessing? Because I know that if I go to individual bestiaries, I'll be able to, it'll say like, you know, the dog here can drop Planet's Blessing. But is there something that, I wonder if there'll be something where I can click on Planet's Blessing, it'll show me the beasts that drop it. All right, transmuting an item for the first time grants XP, which increases your craftsmanship. I like this a lot. I like it when games incentivize me to do a lot of things once, instead of just doing the same thing over and over. Something Guild Wars 2 did very well in its MMO crafting for the little I played it. I need to try that game at some point fully. Be sure to create new items whenever you get the chance. Transmute a potion by selecting it from this list and holding X. And so if I hold it a little bit, but it's by accident, I can stop. Good, I like that. All right. Item now requires fewer materials to transmute. Lovely. Through transmutation, you can keep your supplies topped up without needing to buy items from vendors. Materials can be found out in the field or in chests or gained through combat, right? And some can only be obtained via transmutation. So, okay. Yep. Understood. All right, let's see what else we got here then. This is... Wait, how did I get to that actual window? I just assumed it would be on the main screen. Was it in inventory? Folios and manuscripts. So this is where I would do Cloud. Not like that, but you know, this is where I would, maybe? No, I can't seem to interact with it, so maybe not here. That's just to check them. But even then, I can't really check it, can I? Not really. Item transmute is right at the top. You absolute fool. You utter buffoon. All right, we have 6 of them. We need 2 to craft that. Okay. So we need Sage Laurel and Pearl Ginger Root. So does it show me the names of these things? Because I want to see what like Planet's Blessing is. I'm just curious what the description for that sort of thing is. Item Transmuter, a device capable of transforming raw materials into practical items. Collect transmuter chips to learn new formulae. Yeah, it looks like a Game Boy. There's got to be a crafting items thing here, right? Where do I check my crafting items? To like look at the descriptions of them. Items, maybe? No. I don't know. How do, like if I want to look at the description of Sage... There we are. I waffle button over to it. Did it say that before? Check materials. I see it now on the bottom right. Yeah, let's see what we got. So Sage, a medicinal herb that has been a favorite of adventurers since antiquity. Yeah, boy, that's a fancy sage bottle. Oh, no, that's not the bottle. The bottle is the potion. All right, Planet's Blessing is 2 stars. I guess rarity? A pure embodiment of the planet's grace. Found in grasslands. The red up. I don't know what the red up means. And then we got antidote cures poison. Sage laurel, a leaf with curative properties that has long been used in antidotes, and pearl ginger root, a spice that has a particularly refreshing bite to it. And smelling salts also have, so they got laurel, a leaf with curative properties, long been used in antidotes. Numinous ashes. What does numinous mean? I'm Googling this. All right, the dictionary says having a strong religious or spiritual quality, indicating or suggesting the presence of divinity, from Oxford. Numinous ashes. Okay. Mysterious bits of purified earth, and then beast talon, a jagged portion of a fiend's claw that, if crushed into a powder and thoroughly boiled, has miraculous healing properties. All these found in grassland. I don't know if grasslands is a particular zone or just a biome. I'm guessing a biome. What is that red? What is that red up sign found in grasslands up? Just a rarity thing? Do any of the other items have grasslands up? No, these are all 1 star though. So my guess is that the 2 star have the red up and are harder to find. Maybe.
This goes without saying, but you'll have to lie low for a while. I'll let my friend at the farm know you're coming. It's all good.
All right. Sounds good. Let's go. I could have explored again upstairs. I'm trying not to just futz around like that, though. Like, I've been up there. My instinct tends to be completionist. Or Hey!
You made it. All in one piece? Sorry we're late.
For the love of... Where the hell have you two been?
Clock tower date.
On a date. Kind of.
I love how direct she is.
Well, that was the last one. At least till things calm down.
She doesn't punch you with her fists, but she punches you with her direct emotions and thoughts.
Got that?
The ear wiggle.
Let's move.
All right, so what else? Oh, warning. Escape Kalm. Again, I appreciate when the game tells me don't screw around, just go. I tend to like being told what to do by games. And, you know, we won't get into other stuff, but I tend to like being told what to do in games, like by... Like, I tend to like Final Fantasy IX more than Final Fantasy VI in terms of its systems. And 4 more than 5.
Looks like a job for me.
And, like, I love 5, and I love, you know, the 6, but I like the ones where it's more on rails in terms of character building. Excuse me, dog. I don't know if it's a popular opinion or not. I think it's a little bit unpopular. And I do like. I love the way 5 does its job system and the freeformness of it all. But I love 9's system even more. Just there's a specific job each character has, and you can do as well as possible at that job. You're not building your own job. That's why I like card games, but not necessarily deck building. When I played Hearthstone ranked stuff, I would often net deck. I would very rarely do my own thing.
Wow. Just look at it all. It's so green.
Excuse me. Fighting off a cold. Small cold, and it's at the tail end of it, I hope. This is gorgeous. Look at this. What is that?
Planet.
Yeah.
Even after everything we've done to it, it's still going strong.
It may look that way, but in reality, it's barely hanging on.
Guess I still have a lot to learn.
What do you want to know?
For starters, how do we cross these plains?
Come on now, that's easy. The same way you get anywhere. Pick a direction and start walking. Left, your left, your left.
Left, right, left. Oh.
What?
Can't look too happy.
I guess we won't be coming back anytime soon.
Guess not.
I said this a lot in my remake playthrough, but I love Barret's design in the remake and Rebirth. I love him so much, even compared to the first game.
And there it was, the first step on our new journey. You coming?
Yeah.
Of course we are. Right?
Follow me.
Look at the gang.
All right, let's get this show on the road, people.
Choosing your party. Adjust your battle party from the combat settings screen in the main menu. Create up to 3 preset parties to swap between. I like that. I don't know how much I'll use it, but I like it. While exploring the world, open the commands menu and press L1 or R1 to switch parties. And then setting a destination. Press waffle to open the map and get your bearings. While story markers and discovery markers will be automatically added to the map, you can place your own pin as with the orange star icon by pressing R3. For now, head to the farm Broden spoke of as marked by the star. Co-conspirator. Co-conspirator? It's weird to see co-conspirator like that. It's probably how you spell it. I'm just not used. I probably would have had a hyphen. I probably would have been wrong. So if I wanted to do that, bam. But I don't want that. Wait, no. Shoot, it got rid of it? Where's the Broden pin? Where's the Broden's farm pin? It was over here. Can I only have one at a time? I could only have one at a time. I think it was over here. That's weird that you can only have one at a time, isn't it? Isn't that a little weird? I don't hate it. It's unusual. I don't hate it though. Like, I kind of like when games limit you, when they don't just have you spam out pinpoints that overwhelm you. I don't mind this. All right, let's take a look at the party setting. I'll be right back. My cat is yowling at me for food. Hey, buddy. Come here, my love. Press L1 to view a comrade's feelings towards Cloud. Okay. Performing a synergy skill for the first time with Cloud will improve his relationship with the corresponding teammate. Interesting. Again, I like that. I like that incentive to try a thing. Like, it doesn't say you have to do it 20 times, but I like the incentive to try a thing. So we can pick tracker, mini-map, or none. I'm going to go with mini-map. I'm used to it. Let me try mini-map. I'll be honest. I saw this screen just now, and I kind of wanted to not stop playing, but I needed to, like, my brain just went on a vacation to Tahiti briefly. Auto-equip on, auto-equip airborne actions, L1 plus... There's a lot here. There's a lot of stuff here. All right. Something I learned about, at least I think as a general educational principle, and certainly for me, is that if you have too many things, it's easy to just not learn anything. All right. I'm not going to worry about any of this. I'm going to try to focus on learning little bits at a time. I will not worry about too much. We'll be able to, even if I'm sure just auto attacking will let me get through a lot of the game, I'm going to treat a lot of this stuff as bonus that I can gradually build up comfort with. So L1, oh! If I hit L1, it shows all the party members' feelings towards me, like briefly. So I hit it, I've released it, and it shows me there. Oh, and look at this stuff in the field. It shows that too. But I think it always shows that. So like, that's interesting. I would have thought that the stuff I did about Aerith just now would have made them be like, would have made Aerith a little bit more datey, and her a little bit less dated, Tifa a little bit less datey. But no. Everyone's still kind of true neutral. I guess maybe those weren't real choices I made. Here's a question, a non-rhetorical question. As I'm reading about pressure, I'm just kind of reading all the red tutorial markers here. If I put an enemy, let's say an ability, let's say an enemy is weak to fire, and I use, but they're not immune to, and I use like lightning on them or something. It builds their, let's say it builds their stagger gauge up by 1, but fire builds it up by, well, fire doesn't just build it up by 3. Fire makes them pressured immediately. So even if fire did the same amount of stagger bonus to them as, as lightning, if they're weak to fire, it'll make them pressured right off the bat as soon as they get hit by fire at all. So then, let's say that the fire, because I assume that fire, if an enemy is weak to fire, fire will build up their stagger more quickly than something they're not weak to. So let's say that it builds 5 stagger if they're fire builds 5 stagger normally, and lightning builds 1 stagger normally. If the enemy is then pressured, does fire then build up like 20 stagger and lightning builds up 5 stagger, like, or 4 stagger? Does everything just go up proportionally, or do now that they're pressured, does the weakness no longer matter and just anything that doesn't make sense? No. I'm guessing that everything does proportionally more stagger to them, but you still want to be doing the weakness, because that builds even more stagger compared to something that's not, even when they're pressured. Is that right? Except I'm guessing that these abilities that they're talking about here, like Cloud's focused thrust, Barret's focused shot, and Tifa's focused strike, I like that they do that. Those are probably, basically, it's almost like the enemy is weak to those abilities when stagger. I don't know if that's a little bit much, but like, if those abilities do 1 damage, 1 stagger in 1 unit of stagger when the enemy is not pressured. No? Sorry, I'm just trying to process this. So focus thrust. If I just use it off the bat against an enemy who's not pressured or not staggered, it sounds like it does build the stagger. It may not do a ton of damage relative to other similar abilities, but it will build the stagger gauge quickly. It'll build it by 5 instead of 1. But if I use it when the enemy is pressured, it'll build it disproportionately much. So like, if an enemy is pressured, do I want to be using... I want to be using things like the focused abilities here, and not just weakness abilities. Is that right? And when they're saying use triangle unique abilities on staggered enemies to quickly fill your ATB gauge, when an enemy... Wait. Why is that? Why is it all triangle abilities, or just some of them will quickly fill your ATB gauge? I guess triangle abilities will all fill it quickly when the enemy's staggered. That's what it sounds like. Another non-rhetorical question. I went back in town. There was an item, like a saber of some kind at the weapon shop that I didn't have enough money to buy. Is that the only place it'll be, or like, should I have found a way to sell items to get that weapon? Like, is that weapon and that ability gone to me now, or will I have a chance to get that weapon later? So I get that, I get from reading here that I can't spend skill points outside of Magnata book locations and automats. So I can't just spend abilities out in the world. But can I view my abilities out in the world? Like, can I view the books even if I can't change them out in the world? Or is that, am I not allowed to look at them outside the Magnata book locations? Manuscripts are another thing. Okay, manuscripts provide characters with extra skill points. These unique items can be earned from odd jobs or purchased at Moogle Emporiums. So these are ways to build up a character's SP. There are ways to just buy SP. But only for specific characters. Okay. Note that you can change the armor of characters that are currently absent from your party. So this gets rid of the whole... I like this, because this gets rid of the whole, like, oh god, is the character going to leave and they'll just take all the armor I gave them with them? No, if that character does, like, if... Spoilers for Final Fantasy IV, and really spoilers for... as I talk through this series, there's probably going to be minor spoilers or general spoilers for the whole series up to 16. I've not played 16. But everything before that I've played, or a lot of it I've played. So if Kane was going to leave you in 4, and you'd use this system, you'd be able to then take his armor after he's gone. I like that. Summons can only be invoked during certain battles, so you can't just use a summon against a random enemy. It sounds like you can only use them against probably like mini-boss or bosses, or like tough encounters like that. Okay. Again, non-rhetorical question. Were there any missable Queen's Blood fights back in Kalm Queen's Blood matches that I missed back in Kalm? Like ones that I can't come back later and like I'm totally there. I didn't get it, and so now I'll never get that fight or those cards again. I can't imagine so, but I'm really wondering. Ranks aren't only for positions and cards. As a player, you have to high rank as well. Should you wish to rise in rank, you'll have to defeat especially formidable foes called Keepers of the Cruor. Okay. That I hadn't heard about. Or maybe I heard about it, but I forgot. And then piano performance. Yeah, so it's the Final Fantasy V thing of, yeah, the more pianos you inspect, the better you'll get. Probably. I assume. No, not necessarily. This looks like it's going to be a little bit different. We'll see. Perform pieces using sheet music you've acquired. Alright. No, so it's under combat settings, and this is where I can set different parties. Okay. Alright. Good. Let's try... edit party for the first party. We'll try taking out... We'll try those two. We'll try Cloud, Tifa, Aerith. We'll try a party with... And at least I can see the synergy abilities here. So maybe that's the only thing I really need to look at from the folios. Like I can see that, well... I guess... Can I adjust my synergy skills? I guess not. So R1 plus the different options is... We'll leave it at type A for now. So R1 plus square and triangle are unlearned offensive skills. But how do I see what Iron Defense is? I guess that's going to be somewhere else. That's going to be... It says... Does it say there? It does say there. Team up with your partner to take a strong defensive stance. So I think I want Cloud... So I'll try like to use those... To be able to use those synergy skills. Cloud... We'll try Cloud... The boy band. Party 2 is the boy band. Cloud, Barret, Red. I won't even worry about a third party. We'll just do two... We'll just do these two parties for now. Cloud, Tifa, Aerith, Cloud, Barret, Red. We'll try that. It's a lot to get used to. We'll start there. So there's the story thing. I like the mini-map a lot better. Is there a way to keep the mini-map to north? Let me see if I can set the mini-map so that it's locked to north. Trigger effect function, motion sensor. Okay. I don't think I can set the mini-map. Let me know if it's possible if it is possible to set the mini-map to north, to lock it so that wherever I'm looking, it's the mini-map stays locked to north. But it may not be possible. All right, let's get into a fight. It looks like we're about to get into a fight with whatever that thing is. Is there something similar to Dragon Age Inquisition where, like, there's a button that you can... Get him! Alright, how do I assess? Right, I need stuff to assess. Whoop. Nope, nope.
It's over.
Alright, assess. Assess the orc.
Allow me.
Beastmen with short... Beastmen? They're going with the Beastmen. Okay. Beastmen with short tempers that live in grassy areas. It's a Final Fantasy XIV term, I know. Short tempers that live in grassy areas. They possess primitive weapons, often attacking fellow orcs with them as a form of communication or play. So they hit each other, and they're weak to fire. I'm trying to use focus thrust, like there. I want to use focus thrust because I really want to get this ability mastered. Got a chunk of iron. There, I saw something. No, that's just him. I thought I saw... So what? Yeah, so all the marks go away at once. Because I just want to be able to see, like, the stuff in the world to interact with. Like, if there's a material I can pick up. I really could have sworn I saw that before, but I might have been mistaken. I don't think I was, though, because it makes sense that you can just grab stuff from the grasslands, like sage or whatnot. Maybe not beast talons, but sage. Cache location, Thresher Water Wheel. You may find useful supplies hidden among abandoned facilities and settlements. Open all the chests on the location to mark it on your map as complete. Okay, so this is doing a kind of a standard open world thing, which I like to play. I don't know how interesting it is to watch, but I'm okay. Moogle metal? What's a Moogle metal? Cache locations. You may find useful supplies hidden among abandoned facilities and settlements. Yeah, open it to mark it as complete. What is a Moogle metal here? It had a key icon that came... There it is. Trading token. Metal with a Moogle on it. Metals can be exchanged at Moogle Emporiums for rare and exotic items. Look at that beautiful Moogle. So we can explore this a bit. Looks like I can't get too much higher there. But let's say, so treasure obtained 0 out of 2. No, I got that. Treasure obtained 0 out of 2. It shows it right now. Thresher Water Wheel 0 out of 2. Okay. So the water wheel is this is the water wheel, though. I don't want to go too far from here because I don't think I'll be able to... Oh, I can't climb that. Can I climb that? No. I can climb that. Can I bust in? No. Wait. Oh, that's just climbing back down. Gotta be a better way up. Train action. Oh, gosh. We went down. I didn't expect to go down. The answer is probably right in front of me, but if you are looking for a playthrough where someone sees things and notices things, you will be disappointed if you stay here. If you're looking for a playthrough where someone tries to see things and doesn't see things, and makes a good faith effort and fails, welcome. Oh. Mist potion, 1 out of 2. Okay, so they're not necessarily going to be, like, high up. There! This is the kind of stuff I was looking for. Sage, okay. Transmutation materials. Perfect. The materials required to transmute can be... Right. Purchased at Chocobo Tack Shops. What is tack? Just supply shops, I guess? If you're ever in need of a specific material, take note of its symbol, as it may point you in the right direction. Bone is it's dropped by enemies, because you loot it when you break their bones. A black sprig is obtained out in the world, and an orange or gold sprig is hard to come by. Pressing waffle in the item transmuter, right, will reveal more information on acquired materials in the regions where they can be found. Gotcha. Thank you. So that's sage. What's the rare one? Plant? No, that's pearl ginger root. Okay. Good. I wonder if those are going to be recur. Like, should I be marking that as, like, this is a spot where I should come if I ever need sage? I don't know. We got a potion. A Moogle medal, good. Was this... Did I just loot this? No, I didn't. Trophy earned, cashing in. Complete your search of a cache location. Good. We did a thing. Hooray for us. These are new things. Chunk of Lee titanium. Lee is like a meadow, right? I remember that from crosswords. Or manifestation of the planet's blessing. Let's take a look at that. What is the manifestation of the planet's blessing? Inventory. No. That's the wrong spot. Item transmuter. That's where I want to look. Planet's blessing. A pure embodiment of the planet's grace. Right. But we haven't found anything yet that can use... So is there a way to see... Wait, to-do list. Okay. Is there a way to see just the materials themselves? Like, because right now I want to look at the material I just got. But there's no... I don't know how to find it. Because I don't have a way to craft it. I don't have a way to use it for a craft yet, like Lee titanium. Is it just part of the inventory? Because I want to look at, like, that Lee titanium before I forget. That's kind of a bummer. It's a very minor bummer, but, like, kind of a bummer. I like looking at descriptions of items. I like seeing the way they tell stories about the world through them and the way they flavor them, and I don't know, I like it. But this is... Alright, this is telling me that it's worth looking around. I probably won't stick too far around on, like, showing off ruby. Handful of numinous ashes, excellent. Iron ore and Lee titanium. I don't know how much of this I'll end up showing, but the first time I find stuff, the first time I'm exploring an area, I might show it. Can I swim? I can swim. Everyone can swim. The whole party can swim. Yeah, the whole party can swim. Look at that. And I know we can climb up that thing to see more, but I want to see if we can... Like, now I can see... Now look at that. All over here. I'm seeing them now. I'm seeing the matrix. Timber, mist seeds. Okay. All right. Yeah, I won't probably show a lot of this going forward, but I'm glad I have the chance to look through these, to look for stuff. Ooh, what are you? The door is locked. We found a locked door. Is that going to be marked on the map? Air raid shelter is there. No, we can't. We can't mark the locked door on the map. So where is that actually going? That's a locked door that goes north. To somewhere across the canyon. Okay. If this were Silk Song, I would put a pin in it, but I don't seem to be able to do that. Can I run off the cliff? Will the game let me? No. I'm glad. We got a cabin here, up on this little cliffside. Thorin's card shop. Sounds good. What are you? Oh, I thought it was a highlight. No, that's like a... What is that, a gas pump? No, it's a water sprinkler. Water spigot? The door is locked. Thorin is not home. In anger, let's break his stuff. Pearl ginger root. Okay. Get some timber the old-fashioned way. Hack. No, we cannot. We are new-fashioned here. More goblins. Or not goblins, orcs. All right, so we will, again, try to focus the rest because we're just trying to build, even if I wouldn't do this normally, we're trying to build up abilities. Fighting as Barret. Here we go. Barret specializes in ranged attacks, allowing him to strike enemies that Cloud cannot reach with his sword. Holding down square releases a sustained burst of automatic fire. Pressing triangle will unleash his powerful overcharge ability, greatly filling his HEB gauge. Press triangle again to charge the depleted gauge. So triangle does something no matter what. Like you could probably just charge, blast, charge, blast, or however many charges. Pressing triangle after an ability or standard attack will greatly fill the overcharge gauge. Okay, so you want to alternate things.
Guess it's my turn. Suck now. Suck on still.
So it doesn't seem like it's doing that, but maybe it is. So what's his focus shot? Let's do focus shot because we want to. Like it doesn't look like it's doing that. Like I do that, and it didn't look like it was doing much. Let alone disproportionately. Let me play around with him a bit more. So we're gonna swap to him as leader then. Combat settings. Party 2 will make Barret leader there. We can climb this thing. Yeah, let's climb this thing. I love that hopping motion. It looks exhausting. We got some kind of... It looks like a barracks, but I don't think it's a barracks up here. No, it's just debris detritus. Yeah, I was looking for sage, not manifestations of the planet's blessing. Is this any... Ooh, plants. Is this anything in particular? It doesn't get a name the way that the card house does. We're approaching the farm, but again, my inclination is to do the farm last. You know, path of progress last and all that. We got sprigs of sage. Good. So what I want to do with this is, because now we can transmute something else. We can transmute an antidote. What do we need for smelling salt? We need other stuff for smelling salts. But we can transmute an antidote now. Excellent. Now we're level 2 craftsmanship. We can now transmute a mist a bunch of new stuff. Yeah, we can transmute mist potion. Phoenix draft revives and restores a small amount of HP. Phoenix draft. And then a mixed potion is next on the list. Marjoram. Marjoram's an herb, isn't it? I guess I think of marjoram as just a spread, but I guess it's an herb. Windmill settlement. What was that whooshing thing we just got? Oh, we just got whooshed. Was that you've discovered a new plot, new space thing? Maybe that was you've discovered a new area. Hello, friend. Let me steal your stuff first. And let me break your stuff.
Magnificent, isn't it? A Republic original.
A Republic original?
If only there was some way to get it moving again.
The windmill?
Magnificent, isn't it? A Republic original.
Okay. So we have to get the windmill moving. There's rare stuff in here, which I like. An ether onion. Nope. What's going on? There we go. We have to face it. We have to face the music and pick. What is an ether onion? Oh, again, we can't check it, can we? This is okay. See, now, yeah, again, very minor annoyance, but it's an annoyance. Wait, item transmuter. Copper bracer, wood sprite armlet. We can do these things now. We can potentially, we don't know what we need to make them. And we need craftsmanship 3. Grade 1, an intricately carved armlet blessed by the spirits of the forest. Okay. Was there another category there? No, to-do list. But how do I add something to a to-do list? Maybe that'll unlock later. Later. Obtained a grenade. We just got a grenade. It was just we slashed open a box, destroyed a box with brute force, and a grenade was inside. We're lucky we didn't blow ourselves up. $200 physical damage to enemies within range. I will try to use that. I will actually try to use that. I don't know if I'll manage it, but I will try. So I can't find a way at the moment to get this up and running again. I'm going to come back to this then, because there might be a way to, like, bring water here or something that we'll find as we explore the rest of the area. But thanks for watching. I'll see you later next time. Let me try that again. I'll see you next time. See you later. Bye-bye.